Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I hope I'm heard well and clear. Dr. Maida, can you hear me? Oh, thank you. Birun says that she can hear me. That's fine. Guys, for those that attended yesterday, I waited for emails from you guys that needed assistance with your CVs and application letters, and I did not get any. Yeah, actually, I got one today from a journalist student. That is a CV. The rest of you, I did not receive anything, so I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. You didn't share your email. Actually, I shared my email like 3 times yesterday, but it's okay. Let me put it here again for people to pick it up because today we are going to be dealing with the strategic job searching. Then immediately after that, okay, I've reshared my email. You guys should share your CVs or application letters. Today will be more practical, and we shall even have some breakout rooms whereby we shall be allowed to demonstrate. But I've also put a link for evaluation. Let me reshare it for members that are just joining. Um, we need your opinion about these camps or workshops so that we improve them. So spare off a minute. It's more like close-ended questionnaire. So spare off a minute and look at them, and yeah, and share your opinion with us. We shall pick it up, then try to make it better. So thank you for joining. I think we shall wait for more people to join, possibly to make 50, then we begin. So Amid is today with us. We have the facilitator, Miss Namara Naomi. I think Naomi could try to unmute, then try to talk to our participants so that they get to know you. You could introduce yourself as we wait for other members to join in.
Happy to see you, Mr. Zewa. How is your afternoon?
And it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know
fine.
about yours. I hope yours is fine too.
I'm okay.
That's
Uh,
good.
the participants, I'm happy to be with you this afternoon. And yeah, I look forward to sharing. Nothing much really, but I'm looking forward to starting the work. And maybe I should say hello to Dr. Mayende, who was with us yesterday. And then the rest of us, I think, I don't know if I'm a new face, but my name is Naomi. I'm a CV writer. I am also an employability specialist. My field is in supporting people to understand themselves and position themselves for jobs, juicy jobs, not any job, the juicy ones. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Namara. Our colleagues, please, I'm here checking my email and still haven't yet seen anyone that needs assistance. So I hope people have seen the email this time around. So please, the lucky ones, maybe one or two, share, please. Don't fear or share away. But I want you to share an email or a CV or an application letter that doesn't have your details because some of your colleagues might know you and we want it to be a little anonymous. Eh? Oh, Nixon says he shared. I should be able to see it. Oh, yes. I've received an email from. Now, the problem is you guys are sharing in a PDF. Whenever you share in a PDF, it is so
Yes,
hard.
it's difficult.
to make the changes. So, Mr. Bakeha Nixon, try to reshare it when it's not in a PDF. Share Word document, so it's easy to make corrections in a Word document. Many times people share PDFs when it's the final output. So whenever you share a Word document, it's easier for us to make correction from it. I hope try to reshare it. Try to reshare your work. I've seen it. I've seen it. So, but try to reshare it when it's not in a PDF. I'll pick it again. Thank you. Colleagues, kindly share again when it's not a PDF. Just repeating some little bit of instructions. With a PDF, it's always their final output, which people share when they're sharing something, when they don't want people to make corrections from it. But here, we are trying to learn from one another. When you share with me a PDF, I need to first convert it again to a Word document. And sometimes it takes time. And whenever I convert something from a PDF to a Word document, it gets distorted. So I would love people who are sharing to share something that is in a Word document, not in a PDF, so that it's easy for us to work with. Thank you. I am seeing Dr. Nakamanya of the Writing Center. I don't know. Doctor, I think you could unmute and talk to our participants. Dr. Nakamanya is our coordinator of the Writing Center. I don't know whether you're able to unmute, Doctor, and just talk to us.
Yes, hello. Hello, Charles.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes, yeah. The presenter uh, is Namara Naomi. Is that correct?
Yeah, we are still waiting. We are still waiting for another. It's Mr. Luttamaguzi of Monday. He should be joining us, I think, in the next. He's joining now. Namara is one of the facilitators. So those who attended yesterday's sessions, Miss Namara tried to help us with our cover letters, and those who did not manage to attend Monday, Mr. Luttamaguzi helped us with our CVs. So Mr. Luttamaguzi is about to join. I'm trying to communicate to him to join us so that at least we begin in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, he's here. He has joined.
Okay.
Doctor, help me promote Abdul Noor Luttamaguzi. Yes, to co-host. Then I
Okay.
think to wait for the forum.
I have also made I've also made Dr. Nakamanya co-host.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know if he's going to give the opening remarks.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stop there and leave you.
For those joining, again, I've shared our evaluation questionnaire. The link is in a group. Please click on it. Give us your views, what you think. Oh, okay, Nixon. I'm going to check again. Thank you. I hope you removed what I told you. So I've shared our link for the questionnaire. So spare off some time, then try and do it and give us your opinion about these sessions. So apparently we've reached half the way. So we are going to start the interesting things like how you can use social media. That is tomorrow. And ethical use of AI, these tools that we love lately these days. So we have a very good session of how to use LinkedIn to improve your visibility, your profile, your portfolio. So all these are going to be handled beginning tomorrow. Now for today, we are trying to recap everything and you ask more questions. So today's session will be very practical. We shall even have a breakout session whereby I shall group some of you, those if you need help with your cover letter, we shall push in the cover letter group. Then if you need help with your CV, we shall push in the CV group. So you should get ready to enjoy this session today, and I hope you love it. So we are almost there to 50. I'm still waiting for some of my bosses to join, then we officially open it up. But thank you for joining, Mr. Luttamaguzi. I hope yes, I could speak to the participants today as wait for more to have the quorum we need, then we begin. Introduce yourself for those that didn't know, did happen to be on Monday, what you do, what you deal in, so that it's easier for us to work with you.
Thank you very much. I'm by the name of Luttamaguzi Abdul Noor. Sorry where I am. I may not be that visible enough. Luttamaguzi Abdul is my name. I'm a senior fisheries officer in Luweero local government. I'm also a PhD scholar at Makerere University at the Department of Zoology, Entomology, and Fishery Sciences. Then I'm the Global Student Director of the World Aquaculture Society, the association that unites all aquaculture specialists in the world. I'm on the board. Lastly, I'm the founder of ANL Foundation, ANL standing for Abdul Noor Luttamaguzi Foundation. And one of its objectives is to provide employment opportunities and support to the youth in the job world. Thank you. Yes, as the moderator is away. Yes, moderator, I'm done. Yes, I'm done with the introduction.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'd moved out from the desk. So I think we have the quorum. I am waiting for Dr. Nakamanya. I think Dr. Nakamanya will open this session today. She will give us a preamble of what we are dealing in at the moment. Then I think we officially start this session today. Dr. Nakamanya, over to you. I think you can unmute. I don't know whether doctor can be able to hear me, but she should be able to unmute. Then she opened the session officially. But guys, thank you for coming. I'm again going to share. I can't unmute, but I hear you. Okay, sorry, doctor. It's understandable. So, colleagues, I think I'll have to open the sessions today for us and possibly give you a preamble of what we are going to handle today. So today's session is about strategic job searches, and the two facilitators we had on Monday and Tuesday, they will be helping us to understand different ways. Mr. Luttamaguzi will help us to deal with the professional networks. how can you have a very good professional network, then utilize it, then get a very good job out of it. Now, the professional networks, I think those of Rotaract, those who have not heard about the Lion Gate and other professional networks, even where we come from, the associations we begin with from our schools. So Mr. Luttamaguzi will be expanding more of that. Then Ms. Namara will have to help, will help us with effective job searches. So we have to pay attention to this kind of concepts. Then each session to be given 15 minutes. Those are 30 minutes in total, whereby we shall enjoy the speculation of the theory. Then after, we shall have a practical session whereby Mr. Luttamaguzi and Ms. Namara will have to demonstrate to us how they can help us to modify our CVs, our cover letters. So they will help us more into this. Then later, with your help, we shall have you in breakout sessions whereby we have to deal with these kind of things. So I think I'll give the honor to Mr. Luttamaguzi to share to us first, then we go straight to Ms. Namara, then you can ask a few questions, then we go into the real deal. Oh, yes, Ruth, yes, she's going to elaborate more on all this. So worry not, everything is going to be elaborated. So Mr. Luttamaguzi, over to you.
Hello, yes. Allow me to share my screen. So I don't know, is my screen visible? Yes, moderator, is my screen visible very well?
Yes, please. It's very visible.
Yeah, so good afternoon once again. This is our session. Yeah, this is the first session of this afternoon, and I'll be handling the professional networking. And since we are having only 15 minutes, I'll use at most like 7 minutes. Then we can go have some few questions. Then we have another presenter handle the next part. So that's my name, Luttamaguzi Abdul Noor, Global Student Director, PhD scholar, Secretary's Officer, and founder of Inel Foundation. So basically, when you look at the professional networking, let's first define it. This has to be deliberate. So that means it is intentional, or building, nurturing, and maintaining mutually beneficial relationships with other professionals. You see, I've highlighted mutually beneficial. What does this mean? Even if you're looking for that professional network, you should be having something that you can bring in. You have to build that network, nurturing it, and maintaining it. Most of you get the chance to meet such people who are already in the field, who are already established and can provide support. But however, maintaining that relationship, yeah, till the time when you gain the have the fully gains, is really challenging. So basically, when you look at the professional network, you should build it, you should nurture, then maintain it, and it should be mutually beneficial. This means that even though you are a low cadre, even if you are just from school, you are just a student, there should be some little thing that you contribute to the other person that you might call a mentor, or you hope that can pull you or push you in your career. So when you look at this professional networking, what is this? What is it really about this? And what is the importance? There are two highlighted words, a circle of trust, and then long-term strategic value. So you're looking for, because this person is already in that field, how do I get there? How can this person pull me? Yeah. So when you look at this kind of professional networking, what first does it do? It shifts the focus away from asking for favors. Most of you, if at all, I may be ahead of you people when it comes to the career, then instead of asking for knowledge, you're asking for, my rent is done, I need some airtime. So imagine you are at that kind of professional networking and you are asking for favors. Yeah. instead of asking for the real gist of the career growth. Then it creates a natural flow of industrial advice. Remember, some of you may not get where those people are at this point. So you may not know how that industry is flourishing. What's the new thing in the industry? Because when you look at in the late 1990s, the late 1990s, then the early 2000s, then look at in 2026, a lot has changed globally. We have now AI. In 2010, we had climate change coming in. Yeah. In the late 80s to 90s, it was HIV. So we should look at the global matters. What's happening in our field? What is changing? Of recent, we had these NGOs that were really working in. And now, since the Trump administration came in, we have seen many NGOs pulling out. So many of you may not be knowing the real case that's happening in the NGO world. But however, the natural flow in the industry of advice from those that already been affected by such developments can come to you as a student or recent graduate. Then fosters consistent sharing of crucial information. There are different checkbox you have to take in different professionals, different career paths. And some of them, when you miss out, you may lose out. We have people who have been advised to go for CPA before getting a bachelor's degree, and they go for CPA up to level 4, and then they get stuck with career growth because they will end at the entry level jobs. When they, in order to get a promotion, they need a bachelor's degree. So right now, those who are in the field can provide this crucial information. Then offers reliable professional support. Sometimes you need a mentor. You need someone who's in the profession to tell you how, which kind of career path to take, which one is really profitable, which one is, because we have those who would go for a certain career whereby we lack information about how this is going about. Some of you, when you look at your personality, may not be that well when it goes to the customer service bit of it or marketing. Yeah. Whereby someone in that career can tell you maybe you're such a person who's that shy, the person who doesn't want to go beyond the limits. If they set the targets, someone may tell you maybe choose this kind of path. So it's a circle of trust when it comes to professional networking. Then the long-term strategy value. Basically, as the mentors, we shouldn't be that selfish when it comes to the youth. Yeah. So when you look at the long-term values, it expands the industrial visibility. Some of these lecturers are aging. They're moving out, but they have to nurture the assistant lecturers. They have to nurture the teaching assistants because we should be visible. The industry should keep going on. Then this keeps you aligned with the market changes. We understand that those who are doing statistics long time ago, they're not having these digital tools. The QuickBooks, the ERP, the Tally, the advanced Excel. But however, if someone is in this era and is into accounting, they may need such tools. Yeah. Someone in procurement may need to know, okay, I have to do the some training in SAP, ERP. So having this professional networking keeps you aligned with the market changes. Then also unlocks hidden career opportunities. You find that our supervisors, our intern supervisors, our lecturers, and the like. Let me go to the intern supervisors. You may realize that if you had a professional relationship with your intern supervisor, he may tell you when there is an opening, so that you can put in, and also may defend you in order to get that kind of opening. We realize that we have some internal advance in some organizations, which may be also external, but there are some that are internal, and someone who was your mentor can just pick on you and recommend you to apply and how to best fit for that kind of job. From that, let's look at the strategies. Yeah. How are you going to look for these networks? You as a student, you should first audit the existing networks. You as a mentee, who's going to be carried on by this professional. Look around. What am I having? You as a student, you have your lecturers. Yeah, you have your former classmates. If you are studying, you have your classmates. We have the intern supervisors. if at all I could ask some of you who are at bachelor's level, you have not made any professional network with those at master's level. Those at master's, have you made any professional network when it comes to PhD level? I'll give a good scenario whereby I had professional networks with ARD Skajans, with NARO, Culture Development Research Center, which is a research institution in Uganda. I had the professional networks when I was in my year 2 at bachelor's level. But surprising, at master's level in year 2, I got the funding for master's research. So this is built over time. So first audit the available resources you have, your lecturers, the intern supervisors. If you worked somewhere, your co-workers, the past managers, the company alumni, these are people who are working at that company and they left, they may be at a higher position. So first audit your circle. Is there anyone that can mentor me? Is there anyone can push into this career? Then after getting that, you define the specific goals. Am I seeking career transition? Am I looking for an entry job? Yeah. Or am I looking for industrial insights? Or if I'm in marketing, am I looking for new clients? So basically, when you specify the goals, will help you to sieve out, to know I need this person as a mentor, I need this person for opportunities, and this person for career advice, I need this person when it comes to education. I'll give us a life example from my experience. When I was going for my PhD, when I was going for my master's degree, at that time I was working as a quality supervisor at the fish industry. I was earning 450,000, and the manager back then was earning 750,000. So I was in the food processing, fish processing industry, and I was looking at the manager earning 750,000 and something that is really big. So what happened when I was applying for masters? My first impression was to apply for masters in food science and technology. But however, I recalled we had the head of department. So I had to go to the head of department and air out my views. I told him the scenario. I'm working for 450,000. I want to become a quality manager. He's earning 750,000. Then I want to do masters in food science technology because it aligns very well with the food industry. However, the head of department of zoology by then told me, you should look at various options of these masters you're going for. Look at food science technology. One, are you going to compete with people who already have a bachelor's of food science technology? Two, are you looking at working in the fish processing industry that is owned by people who are paying low? Three, why don't you do a master's in zoology, which has a career path that goes beyond just a fish factory? You can be a lecturer, you can be a fisheries officer, you can be a fisheries inspector, you can go into research, you can go into the private sector and the like. So I chose that path. Why? I went to the previous lecturers and I defined my goal. So basically, I should define your goal. What do you want to become? So when you define that I want to become this, to become a doctor, to become a civil engineer, look for that person in that line of path and see someone who can help you with that. So after you have found your goal, you should shift from now here, you've already gotten that person who is going to mentor you. After having that, you should move from being transactional taking to relationship building. Some of you, when you meet these people, are already in their field. They are driving big cars. They live in big places. Actually, when they are going to call you for a meeting, they'll call you at Akasha and they like. So go there and do what brought you. Don't say that I don't have transport. I don't have, I'm missing some rent. I have to do this. I need some man. I'm broke. No, 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 no. That's not what brought you. Keep the conversation to relation building so that you can gain from that person, have opportunities, have mentorship, have capacity building, have guidance. Two, focus internally how you can be helped career-wise. Don't bring in any other thing other than career. Don't bring in things that are about your personal life when you're going for that mentor, because you may look vulnerable and then that mentor can use that against you. So keep career questions only and keep it career. Then build social capital before you ask for a favor. Most cases when we have these mentors, you can ask a favor when you have built a very strong relationship, when someone can really trust you and give you. But you have just met a person today and you're asking, I want transport back home, don't have transport. No, come prepared. You have come for knowledge, you come for guidance. Yeah. Then after that, this is advice for the mentor and the mentee. Send relevant industry information matching their interest. Most cases, these youth come to you when they have a career path they want to take. Guide them, tell them the opportunities, the weaknesses, yeah, the risks in different careers. Yeah, don't discourage them, even if they are going a wrong direction. Try to bring them with a tone that is not that scaring, because it may be tough outside. But how do you bring out your point so that these youth have faith? Yeah, so we should send relevant industry information matching their interests. Don't give information that doesn't match their interests. Why? The youth won't listen to that, and then that may break the relationship that has already been built. Then you as a mentor should tag connections to insightful reports. Basically, you have information that is always there. Yeah, you have government information, you have information that is in maybe in archives, you have information that is in this industry and the like. Yeah. So you should tag the connections. If one wants to become let me say, a lecturer, tell them what one of them, they should at least have a master's. Then this is how you can apply for this the admission. Then after that, you can apply. These are the different funding opportunities that are available. We have MasterCard. Then maybe we have a loan scheme. Then you can apply for this kind of scholarship and the like. Then you as a mentor, after building that kind of trust, and you have had this mentor of yours that is strong, and you have seen the interest, try once in a while, invite them to these industry events. If you're having a workshop that you're going to attend as a mentor, ask those that are organizing it that I have some boy, I'm having some student here. I want this person to attend this meeting, to attend this workshop, to attend this event, so that they can really try to open up their mind that this is how the industry works. Yeah. So it is best for them. Then where to build this network? You build them in-person opportunities, like as I mentioned, industry conferences, seminars, alumni gatherings. They're excellent, yeah, for face-to-face. And most cases, when you meet these people, try to ask for an email, try to ask for a contact. And when you ask for the contact, ask them, when should I best call you? Sometimes they may ask you for this call meeting. Where can I meet you? You get the point. Now, this means if I told you, say you are asking for a WhatsApp number and I want to complete them via WhatsApp, make sure you have a profile picture that is decent. And second, let your name be in full. Some of you put names like I love Jesus. Yet you told that person, you're Luttamaguzi. So when you send them a message, they may not relate well. And sometimes they not communicate to you. Then we should also engage in local structured business events that can yield high-level connections. We have Rotary and Rotaract. Some of you are not in Rotary, some are in Rotaract. Most cases, when you look at Rotary, it has the Rotaract is for you, the youth. This is when they are transitioning to become a Rotary club. But most cases, when you join Rotary, even if you're invited and you sit with those people, they will introduce themselves. Then you will learn that there's a person who's into your field. You can get a contact. You can have a word or two. You can invite to the office. Then you can get the opportunities from there. Then we have the platforms. And basically, LinkedIn, among the whole platforms, LinkedIn is the best. LinkedIn is the best. Actually, we have a student that is, I think, a GRC of biosciences. When you look at her LinkedIn account, she's a student. But whenever they go for field work, she'll post something. When they have a writing competition of antimicrobial resistance, she'll post something. When she has done an activity that engages her as a student, she'll post something. So by the time she's going to leave campus, her LinkedIn is well populated. It shows she has a career path. And there, LinkedIn has the algorithms where they link you to people of your same field. So basically, LinkedIn is good. Why? It establishes a clean, updated profile that acts as your digital resume. Yeah. Two, on LinkedIn, we have the industrial specific groups where you can share some of your knowledge, your insights. Yeah. And then those who are above you can really provide information. We have the different WhatsApp groups of your profession. Join them. Introduce yourself. Share information. Be open. Don't keep quiet. Yeah. Then also you should share your own profession updates to build authority. Basically, when you look at that lady's LinkedIn, yeah, she's called Businje. She's the GRC, the current GRC of School of Biosciences, I guess. Businje. The other name I can't recall. Go to her LinkedIn profile and look at how she writes, what she writes there. And surprisingly, she's in year 2 or year 3. And surprisingly, some of you don't have LinkedIn accounts, but you can create a LinkedIn account and post some of those activities that are relevant to your field. So thank you very much for listening to me. And I think I've used more than, I don't know if at all I've used those minutes that are enough. So I can invite questions. Yes, over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Luttamaguzi. I don't know whether we should. I don't know whether we should immediately go into the next presenter, then we have the questions all at once. I don't know whether Naomi is ready. Please, Naomi, Luttamaguzi, I think you should stop sharing. Then she shares her screen, then we can have the questions all at once. But before we get to Ms. Naomi Namara, I wanted to recognize the presence of Professor Muyodi, the chairman of the Makerere University Writing Center. I also want to recognize the presence of Professor Ronald Wisaso, the deputy of the Writing Center. So these are resources, and possibly along the way, they will come and share with us their experiences with strategic job searches so that we learn from these experts as well. So we have Mr. Luttamaguzi, we also have professors, people who are having over 30 years of experiences. So to be more of like sharing so that we learn, the young teach the old, also the old, also they learn something from us. So I don't know whether Naomi, you're ready to share your screen, then we can have the questions, then we see what to do next. Okay, thank you.
Do you see my presentation, Mr. Ziwa?
No, I think you stopped sharing. You should share again your screen. We had seen it, then you removed it. So try to reshare again.
Okay. Are you seeing it now?
Oh yes, now we can see it. Try to press where you enlarge your PowerPoint, then you can present from a full view. You could have a view instead.
Okay. I see so many. So is this better?
No, again, you've removed your screen. You share again. Naomi, I think you should share your screen. We can't see it. Anyway, the comments, you can share your comments as Ms. Dama tries to fix technology.
I think let's work with this. Yeah, we work with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. So going straight to the point is that the people who are listening to us, the people who are really attending this workshop, one of the things that I observed many people are not aware about is that most jobs are not advertised. And I'm going by the terms of the terms of reference, where we need to tell people some of the job searching strategies. But in my research, this short research I made before this presentation, is that we all know that jobs are advertised in newspapers, that is New Vision, Monitor, and online. But there are so many jobs, 80%, according to literature. If you read around job searching all over the world, you'll find that most 80% of the jobs are not advertised, and yet they are filled. And what does this mean? That whatever strategy you are going to learn about, for example, the networking, which we have listened to from Dr. Luttamaguzi, you need to know that networking actually is one of the things that can take you to the jobs which are not advertised. And in Uganda, we have a problem that we tend to be so biased that we are thinking that everybody who has got a job, they have got it through the weird networking. But networking is real because some jobs are not advertised. Why don't some companies advertise? They don't have money. Companies are like people, organizations are like individuals. When you need somebody to work and you will not be able to take your advert to New Vision or to Monitor or even on internet, you will just call somebody and say, by the way, do you have somebody who can be a farm manager? Do you have a graduate who's in accounts, who's well behaved? So to dear participants, you should take seriously the networking conversation and then add it to the fact that 80% of the vacancies are not advertised. And therefore, the strategies are so wide. Strategies of job searching are really, really so wide. One, they touch your personality. As an individual, what kind of behavior do you have to portray? Then in the market, we have different people who are giving us jobs, and some are bad, some are good, some are professional, but some are not. So how are you going to handle that? So then the third part is the economic, what we cannot change. If jobs, the job market is small, we are dealing with the small factor. If the job market expands, we are dealing with that. If you started a course that in the next time it's not going to be like a marketable course, you have to see how to deal with that factor. So the job searching strategies are real so wide. But why am I saying all this? I'm going to show you only these simple points in order to fit into the time that I have been accorded. So once you have known that 80% of the vacancies are not advertised, what are you going to do? You are going to make sure that you are expanding your search from the print media. Don't rely on only New Vision. I don't know how many of us, you see, this interaction limits us to only screens, but I would want to see what people are doing right now. Where are you getting the jobs? I've just talked to somebody, a graduate who studied law, and I said, have you worked on the CV? And she said, no. I said, why? She said, I'm not seeing the jobs to apply to. And I'm like, what? That's not true. Because even lawyers are so many. No company will be advertising that they want lawyers. You have to go to the institutions that are looking for lawyers and introduce yourself there. What am I trying to say? That print media will not give you any job of recent, because print media, only few jobs are coming there. Talk about 5 to 15% of the adverts are coming through newspapers. So the rest are somewhere else. Now, that outdated way of thinking that the jobs are going to be advertised is one of the reasons you are actually going to remain on the street. If you sit at home and wait to see the advert, when you cannot even afford a newspaper every day or every Monday for New Vision and every Friday for Monitor, How many newspapers do we even have in Uganda? Only 2. And you will find that in the newspaper, there are only like 10 adverts, and most of them are senior. So, Banange, when you are just a graduate, what are you going to do? So be aware that outdated strategy of waiting for print adverts may contribute to the many blames why you are not getting as many callbacks as possible in your job search. So be aware of that. This is a job search strategy. Now, so in this presentation, I'm going to highlight briefly the strategies to find the positions that are advertised and those that are not advertised. And remember, these are only highlights because we have 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So these are only highlights. So one of the highlights is set up your Google News alerts. Most of you use Google. Most of our graduates, most of our children, I'm a mother, you know Google even more than us. By the way, I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but graduates, you know more social media, internet, those old manipulations more than your lecturers. Your lecturers don't have time to manipulate, to Google, to what, to go where, to even they also have their problems. So if you are here and you are searching for a job, go and disturb Google. Let it tell you everything. Go and disturb Google as much as possible. But as you disturb Google, if you go to if you don't like know the jobs you are looking for, you are going to meander. You'll be looking for accountant job, you find yourself in somewhere else where you are not intended to be. Then you should know the industry. I don't know, you go get your course and say, now my course, where was it supposed to take me? Why were they teaching me all these courseworks? Why? Then you get the industry where you belong. For example, if somebody studied Bachelor of Business Administration or Bachelor of Accounts and Finance, they belong in the insurance industry, they belong in the banking industry, they belong in any business industry. And that industry is so large. So when you go to Google and you want to put alerts, make sure you are saying, I'm looking for jobs within the accountancy, I'm looking for banking, such that whenever it sends you an alert or a notification, you are going to read about those things. You are not going into porn, you are not going where. So go and disturb Google. Put Google News alerts. Google will teach you everything. The most unfortunate thing, we don't have time to tell you our stories. But I subscribed to Yahoo. It gave me everything from way back, so many years ago. There used to be Yahoo Jobs, Yahoo Finance, Yahoo what. So anyway, go and disturb Google. That is our second what? Job search strategy. And when you go to Google Alerts, make sure you understand your industry, you understand the jobs you're looking for, and then you know how you're going to align your CV and cover letter. So now, another way you're going to do it is open a LinkedIn account. Dr. Luttamaguzi has really explained about this. Open a LinkedIn account. If you don't know it, go search about it. Open a LinkedIn account. And when you open it, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed trying to be like everybody. But when you open it, try and spend at least 20 minutes of each day on learning what LinkedIn does. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you a small picture which shows what LinkedIn, or maybe what LinkedIn looks like. And then open Twitter. Our coordinator here did not know anything about me, Mr. Ziwa. Twasinkana Twitter. So many years ago, I was reading his books. He used to post about books, and I was getting interested in books. I've been a book collector for quite a long time. So Mr. Ziwa was not interested in me. He didn't know probably what I mean, because maybe sometimes if you have a job, you are not reading about jobs. Because when you go to my Twitter, I'm posting CV, cover letter, jobs, CV. So people who are not looking for jobs may not be interested in my profile. But somehow, maybe Mr. Ziwa will tell a story of how he came to understand that I can teach about CVs, I can be part of this platform. But importantly, if you are looking for a job, you are searching for a job, just soften your heart, be flexible, and look for Twitter and LinkedIn. And then maybe at some point you will request how to learn to use these platforms. But these platforms like Twitter will show you the names of people. If you go to Twitter now and you say CEO MTN, it will bring you the whole name. Yesterday we learned that when you're writing a cover letter, sometimes you need to go individual. Or if you are writing a networking note, sometimes you have to go to an individual. You write and say, I'm writing to Madame Namara, who's the human resource of this and this company. So somebody will say, this person knows my name, something like that. So if you want to get people's names, recruiter companies, join Twitter. It will help you a lot. Then Facebook, of course, you know the problems here with Facebook, but some companies, some employers, especially startups, they have gone to Facebook. Then I have forgot to put TikTok. I have also forgotten to put Instagram. But those are also platforms that are helping job seekers in these days. So go and now before I tell you this, most graduates like these accounts where you don't put your face, you don't do what. But now from this workshop, now take that bold step. Go and close the one where you've been posting Manchester, and open the one with your face, and then the rest of the things keep learning from each other, because it is also quite not easy. Then, of course, there are newspapers. The common thing, the common thing is newspapers. Now, some people don't know how to use newspapers, of course. Of course, you look at the paper, you read, you find you don't qualify anything. That paper, if you bought it, your car 2,000, you even feel sad. You feel sad why you spent your 2,000. But let me tell you about newspapers. Go to libraries and look for old newspapers. Long time ago in 2011, the government employed over, I don't know, I was in that lot. We applied like in January and then were called like in September for interviews. Like after 9 months, you have forgotten everything. You are not even aware that you applied. But what happened, if you remember like the month, you go to the old newspapers, get that advert, read that advert well. When you go to the interview, you find that the first thing they're asking you is about the roles which they had stated in the job description. Now, old posts of jobs work. Go read all those newspapers, the old ones. If you, for example, you are a graduate of BBA, you'll find that at one time, company A advertised for an accountant. In 2025, there was company A which advertised for an accountant. Now it is 2026. What you are going to do is to sit down and say, now, for example, now you have information about that company. Check if that company still exists. And then write to them, research about them, and then initiate a letter. Remember, yesterday we studied about introduction letter. A letter where you have not been asked to send, but when you go, you are prospecting. So you write and say, I have read about your company. Last year you advertised for an accountant. I'm sure by this time you need a deputy. Things like that. I don't know whether that makes sense, but newspapers and applying for old posts, reading about those old posts is one of the smartest ways how you are going to start interacting with companies. Then how do newspapers also help you? You see, in newspapers, you'll find they are advertising for executive director, senior lecturer, admin, those big posts which you don't know. what you need to do is research about the company and then go and see. They have a structure. They usually have a structure. They even have a structure to from top to bottom, and then on the bottom they will need interns. These days people are advertising for intern, graduate, trainee, but these days they are here. So don't ignore newspapers, but don't stick on newspapers alone, and especially don't think the one which came out yesterday, you will find a job there. So go for those old newspapers and use them strategically. These are the points which I've given you. Then, of course, you need to be ready for the competition when you are using newspapers. If you are using the current newspapers, you are maybe, I don't know the people who are listening, but you are at a middle level there. You are waiting for to see the real advert and you move ahead. Make sure you remember that there is competition. And when there is competition, what do? You have to make sure your application is smart, is very smart. And it is also real that new advertised jobs are sometimes, some as they advertise and give 2 weeks to the end of the advert, some people are already in. That is not we shouldn't shy away from that. But also remember that when they recruit, like somebody can be recruited like today, and then as you sit in that chair, in the next month you had applied for another job. So they now, like for example, World Bank calls you. You have been recruited today in a bank, but after 3-4 months, another bank where you had applied, they call you, and then you are there. So as you are there, sometimes when your CV is in that company, you prospected and applied there, somebody will check and say, why don't we consider this person who already applied? So there are chances. But these are things which most of us do not know. Now you might wonder, how does Naomi know about them? Where did she get this news? This work I've been doing for the last for the last 10 years. When I decided to start practicing what I actually learned or researched. With my master's, I researched about employability. I was like, but why are people always saying that one Kenyan can do 6 jobs, can do a job where they need 6 Ugandans? There was those labor economics and labor statistics and some myths and lies about why Ugandans, we are lacking jobs, we are lazy, we are what? So I went into to research this kind of information. Why does somebody get a degree from my faculty of economics and management? The whole matter which we were given by Professor Duomba, by Professor who, by what, those people whom we admire. But when we go out of the university, you are there suffering. These lecturers don't even help you at all. They are busy lecturing other young generation. So I went into researching this information. It is a lot. It is quite a lot. Actually, Mr. Ziwa, you need to add us like 2 hours to teach job searching strategies. Now, given these points which I have put here in this PowerPoint, I'm sure if you're noting down, you're going to take them. Newspaper is one of the areas. Facebook, go to Twitter, and don't say now social media. That's why I didn't say look for social media. No. Dr. Luttamaguzi emphasized LinkedIn. Probably he knows more about LinkedIn. But if you go to Twitter, you'll find my account with 15,000 people. If you go to my TikTok, I have 10,000 followers who listen to the messages that I give each and every day. I'm not saying I'm the best, you forgive me about that, but don't lump everything together. So if you are listening and you're looking for a job, take each and every point that I've mentioned here very seriously. Google, then LinkedIn, then Twitter, and then Facebook, and then newspapers. But don't forget TikTok. I forgot to put it here, TikTok and Instagram. So I'm going to show you just another small thing, and then I can be left to what? Okay. Mr. Ziwa, are we saying that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Hello? Okay, this
Yes,
is
we can
the
see.
kind of LinkedIn. Now, Dr. Luttamaguzi talked largely about LinkedIn. LinkedIn, remember, there's a reason why our coordinators of this function emphasized CV first and then cover letter, because you will have to incorporate the summary of your CV to read what kind of job you're looking for, what you are good at, and these are the words you're saying. So this is a LinkedIn profile. This is a LinkedIn profile. And now I want to show you another short profile, and then we can proceed. Oh, my things are jumping from one place to another, but I'm going to get them. I'm going to show you another simple profile. Okay.
Miss Nama, we are running out of time, so you could try as much as.
Okay, I need like, I don't know whether you have like 5 minutes.
Okay, as you're looking for what to share, Mr. Abdul, you could share the screen of what you wanted to share for individuals to look at as we wait for Naomi to share hers.
Thank you very much. On top of what Naomi has provided, I'm going to show you some sources of jobs. My foundation called NL Foundation, I created it in order to provide opportunities to the youth. So basically, are you seeing this in my screen?
Yeah, we are seeing it.
Are you seeing those WhatsApp groups being updated with the? Are you seeing those jobs clapping in? Those jobs.
Yes.
So basically, I created these WhatsApp groups from 2019 when I was still a teaching assistant at the Department of Zoology. And there are around 20 groups, and I think I'm having around 1,000 per, 900 per each. So basically here, we are having daily jobs that are posted. Yeah, I think you can see them coming in. I have a team that posts jobs, so you should be having data, then look at those jobs. I'm the proprietor of these groups, and you should also, there are rules of the groups, and I can also provide guidance in case of anything. So there are about 20 groups, and I'll be sharing my contacts so that members can join these groups. So basically in those groups, we hold some trainings, and when it comes to the trainings, and those who need further resources, you just go to my YouTube channel. I think you can see it. It's my name, Abdul Noor Luttamaguzi. Then you look at these resources, go to the videos. So you can look at a letter for request of salary increment. Here I was demonstrating online URA online application. Driver, these are cover letters, CV guidance for driver. Actually, some people don't know that a driver also needs to have a CV. Then motivation letter for a degree scholarship at the university. Motivation letter for a job. How to apply for a job via WhatsApp. How do you respond? How do you apply for a job? Then you have aptitude guidance. Someone asked about aptitudes. Then here I was demonstrating e-recruitment health service commission. So have these government recruitment systems whereby they are really challenging, whereby you have to upload everything on a system. So I give an example. Then all these are just CV cover letter, CV cover letter. Then are you emotionally okay at work? Then how do you handle that kind of stress? Then how do you overcome challenges at work? Do I really need to go for further education? Why, when, which one? Then life after school. So all those who are attending this, I recommend you first watch this life after school. It's really an interesting video where we get some insights of how you can cope this challenging life immediately after school. Aptitude tests are there, aptitude tests. Then the others are just CVs for different fields. So basically, That's it. So when I also add on something on the LinkedIn, sorry, let me open my LinkedIn. So when you look at the LinkedIn channel, sorry, I don't know, thing is not moving. LinkedIn. So you look at how the LinkedIn is populated. Yeah. You put your different positions, then you put your the fields you are in. Then you write a little bit profile about yourself. And then you look at the different posts that you put. There will be a session how to create a LinkedIn channel and the like. So I beg to stop there. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luttamaguzi. Naomi, are you able to share the last thing you wanted to share? Because we're literally going into another hour whereby I want you guys to demonstrate to our participants on how to do these things. Whole thing. Okay, I think she has showed us what she wanted to show us. There are quite a number of questions. I don't know how to answer some of them, but the one which is more interesting, I think, was about canvassing. Like, someone was literally saying that, how do you deal with the politics? You know, you learn on the job that you feel like you're capable of. You have the exact things they're looking for, but
Uh,
I
Mr.
think.
Mr. Luttamaguzi, it seems I was unable to unmute because doctor was still. Yeah, so just I think he has muted and then unmuted, and then I'm able to. But what the picture I shown was supposed to tell people that TikTok is not for only entertainment. So some people can use it as a tool for job search, especially if they can learn how to create content that is related to, because it is one of, according to statistics, TikTok now has many viewers in consideration with other social media platforms. So it's one of the tools that I wanted to show. I hope it has been seen. Maybe, yeah. Do you want me to show it again or we move on?
No, they have seen it. I'm quite sure they
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Well, we are going into the next hour, and I shared, some of you have been lucky, those who happen to share their CVs and cover letters. I shared to our facilitators, and I don't know who's ready. Mr. Luttamaguzi, are you ready to help us with the CVs I shared with you? I think there are two. Miss Namara I only received one. Only one person happened to share their application later or cover later. So, Mr. Luttamaguzi, if you're able to, I think you should go first. And then we have Miss Namara, and then we see how we can tackle some questions. I don't know whether time is on our side, but we shall try as much as we can. Mr. Luttamaguzi should unmute, then talk and demonstrate.
Yes, hello. Can you get me now?
Yes,
Hello.
we can.
Yes, now this CV was shared and it's for a journalist student. Yes. Here just were the names, then the profile, then has the professional background. Then a news anchor provides that. Then education background. So you realize that this kind of CV, some is more like writing some notes. He's writing some notes, eh? So basically, it's not that appealing. It can be taken up since someone is just from school, but however, most cases we love it when it's tabular. When it's tabular, it makes someone easier to read and makes it easier for someone to follow. So here I'm going to start with a page. New page. So for those who are in our training yesterday, you understood that it's always fine. We use the tabular form. So basically, I'll come and draw my table. I'll do that. Yes, that table. Then I will design this in this way, whereby I need different here. So basically, why do I use these tables? In order to have all information in one place. So we are having this. We're having his profile, yeah? So I just come and say profile. Profile, yeah? But in most cases, it's always biodata or personal information. Personal information. Yes. Then here I go to the name. I'll put my name, Tamaguzi Abdul Noor. However, it has to be in bold because I want it to be recognized very well. Then here, from that, most cases, when it comes to the first part of it, we love to provide the most relevant information that you want someone should read and get at that point. So I go here and read here. What is a multi student at Makerere University. I come here. Multimedia, journalist, and communication student. I bold it. Then, so I bold it. So after that, where? Where is that person? Is that Makerere University? The address, P.O. Box. Actually, let me first save our file. We don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose our file. We don't want to lose our file. That is mark writing, yes. CV template. So the address P.O. Box 7062 Kampala, Uganda. Kampala, Uganda. So my point of interest, I want them to see this and that. Then it's Times New Romance. The font of Trove, yes. Put a space. Then from there, this is just an introduction, yeah? In order for someone to know this is my profile, this is that. Then what do I go to? Apart from that, I have to provide my contact. So I provide a contact plus 256 7. So You put the different contacts. If you have a second contact, you put it. So I'm trying to put those X's because I don't want to provide a contact online. If you have maybe Airtel, you provide it. Then you come. What do I need apart from that? I need my email address, Abdul Noor at gmail.com. Yeah. So now most cases, here we have some uh, some things we use so that we don't repeat the what. So, so that we don't write a lot of wordings. The template that I created, I always use this one, this icon. Yeah, it adds value. Yeah, it adds value because I want my CV to look very well. When it comes to contacts, I put this icon on contacts. Yeah, are you seeing the way it's adding value? Because we don't want to keep writing email, contact. We want to keep it simple, precise, and looking good when we are reading. Email, I use that icon there. Sorry, email should be small letter. I align that. Aligned that. This should be in a straight line with the others, in a line. Then I put, other than that, what do I need as my personal information? I need my sex, bold, let me some male. Then I need my date of birth. Let me say 20th July 2000, maybe 4. Then I need my nationality, Ugandan. Yes. These ones, nationality, Uganda. After that, this one, I match them. When I match them, here, I can insert a photo here. So let me look for any photo here. For any photo that I can use. Yes, I'm using this photo because I had hidden the face. Yeah, but then you can really relate. Then I can align that in that line, that. So basically, why I'm using these tables, they're helping me to have that line straight. So after that, I come and remove those tables. You go to border lines, I put none. So you're seeing those imaginary lines. This means that when I'm going to when I'm printing to PDF, these lines will go off, but then my CV will remain intact. So most cases, I love to after the personal information. So you compare this, all this one is writing. Yeah, fluent in 4 language, but remember there's a section we shall have the fluent in 4 language, like where we should put that. The inputs platforms, Makerere University. On the profile, yet when it comes to the profile, someone wants to read this, see your photo, your name. This is in bold, it's communicating. Then, sorry, let me put Times New Roman. Sure. Now, that is really, when you look at it, it's really interesting. Then the next, most cases, I love to go to the experience, because this experience provides information that is really needed. Here, I put in bold, work experience. So, most cases, why am I drawing these tables? Because even if I'm to edit, something will stay in this. Yeah. Even if I'm to change from one computer to another, all this information will remain intact. Yeah. Even if it moves to a next page, it will move as intact. I don't want to lose this information. So I highlight this, then I remove the bold. So are you looking at that? So basically, I'm using these tables in order to follow this line, that line. So I insert another table. This one I'll do, there will be 2. Here I'm beginning with the work experience. I have 2 work experiences. I merge this. Then I know here I'll be putting my time frame. Then here I'll put the employer. Here I'll be putting the roles and duties. So I come here. What is this current? It's from here to date. Yeah, 2026 to date. I come here. I go back here. I write 2026. Now, don't put abbreviations to date. Yeah. Then I go to position. You should mark these headings I'm providing for each section and how I'm formatting them. I put them in bold because I want to communicate to the one who's reading my CV. Then I provide duties and responsibilities. Responsibilities. So I come here, what is the position? Position is choose PR office. Okay, journalist. Here it is at choose PR. The position is, okay, journalist. I put that. Then the employer, come here, Makerere University, but where? Yeah, Makerere University, can say in brackets, PR office. Then where is it located? PO Box 7062, Kampala. Sorry. No, Box 7062, Kampala. Kampala, Uganda. Yeah. I come align it with this. Are you seeing that? Then I extend this to that. Then I go to the duties and responsibilities. These are the duties and responsibilities. Since we don't have enough time, I'll just go with what this person has written, but I'm showing how these things are aligned. I delete this because we want to make a CV that is aligned, that is interesting. I go and put that, then I align. I align that. That's how I'm aligning. So I go to the second job. You are seeing how these are being aligned in a straight line? Responsibilities. So far, you seeing how it is looking like? I'm building it from scratch. Keeping maintaining, here they're giving suggestions. Yeah. So after that, I can come and highlight this and remove, sorry, and remove that thing that is bold. So are you seeing that everything is in straight line? It's in a straight line. So I go to the second job that is asking news anchor, reporter, host, family show. So I go here, position. So you have realized that I'm being consistent when it comes to this position and the like, and the employer. They're always in bold because I want to direct the employer that if you're looking for my position, it's here down. I'm looking for the employer, it's here. Duties and responsibilities there. It's there. Okay. That comes down. Then I have to look for if they have the plot address, plot number 20, Sensi, Vira Drive, say maybe in Tinda, Kampala, Uganda. Most cases you should have the addresses. When you put the addresses in our survey, it provides trust to the recruiter, knowing that maybe this person is not forging, he really worked there. So this person is a news anchor, reporter, and show host. Yeah, so that's that. Then I go time frame, June. June 2025 to April 2026. It's in bold, not italics. Water, TV host. So from there, I go to duties and responsibilities. Responsibilities. I'm trying to rush so that we catch up with time, so that my colleague can also take you through. Okay, here is put Church House, Kampala Road. Okay, just Church House, Kampala Road, that is in Kampala. But Mokese, if you reach Kampala Road, you should provide at least here a parish or and the like, because these roads move through different parishes. So this one I merge because it's going to come up. So the good thing, all these are in past tense. Yes, up here. Past tense. Now, you're going to see the reason why I'm using these tables. And that's why most of your CVs come with they really look very bad. So when you look at this first page, the first page is ending here. But realize not everything is doing what? Is reaching there. Realize it's coming down. So when you're using tabular, it makes sure that your things flow. Yeah? Your things flow and they are aligned. In case of any changes, you add anything in your CV, it's easier to come back to this table and you edit without the words falling off to another table, another page. I've seen CVs whereby someone is having words here, space down, then the other wordings is down. That's why I prefer us using this. So after writing everything well, it's there. I come and remove those lines. I go to, borders. I need none. So I've written the first page and the CV is continuing to the next page without any breaking. Then from there, the next that I love you to put is the education background. So I align this very well. That's the reason why I want these tables, because your CV becomes organized. So education background. Education background or history. Nation background. So you remove the borders because you don't want those tables. Those tables are just helping you to. So you come here, you draw another table where you're going to put that content of education. You only need these two, where you put the time frame. So you are seeing how I'm moving this line in order to remain, yeah, to be in that straight line, yeah, so that you have the seed that is aligned. Yeah. So I go to his education, Bachelor's of Science, that is fine. Now I go here, I can paste it here. So now in education, this bachelor's is our main point of interest, and also this, our time frame. But recall I told you should put the month in full, August to date, because this one is still studying. Yeah. Then expectation graduation, that expected graduation date in January 2027. Then you put the address of your university, PO Box 7062, Kampala. Yeah, Kampala, Uganda. So then you go, what is the next experience? Now, most cases, you people are putting this, yeah? And this can be put, reason that this one is still studying, and they need to add some bit of content. But most cases, this, you can provide a different section where on research and publications or research relevant coursework, you provide it as an independent section, because here is only education. And relevant coursework can be provided as discipline after here and can provide really good information about you. So it's not advisable to mix it with this other information, because it can be skipped out. So we go to USCE. So most cases, all of you, your secondary schools have your box address. You check your pass slips or your certificates. So make sure you provide the PO box address, other than just providing Luengo and Uganda, because all of them have PO box address. And the moment you provide them, you're showing some bit of authenticity and some bit of maturity. Yeah. Some bit of maturity. You're showing the employer that I'm really mature. I know all the addresses of where I've studied and where I am. So Nakate Secondary School. So you realize that this is in bold time frame, and the name of the degree is in bold. Why? In case this recruiter or is in a hurry, can just look at these bold things and can just look at this bold, yeah, and this, yeah, can have a quick look through, can look through your glance through your CV, this bold, and put you aside for further consideration, because they are always getting very many CVs. So here, if I can create maybe the PO box is that Luengo. So you have realized what I put in bold is more relevant, because no one wants to see the school you have gone to, but wants to see when did you have your USCE, the time frame. Then this one is just certifying this, that you really went to a certain school. Then USCE, the same. Now, most cases, some of you put your subject combinations here. Most cases, it's not needed, putting combinations here. And some people put here, first class, I'm a first class holder, and the like. That will be checked. Here, it's more than just a first class. They need the experience, they need the attitudes, they need the personal attributes, they need the skills that you have gotten through school, after school. Sorry. Then Mutundwe, maybe that's the location. Then put P.O. Box, Kampala, Uganda. Now, this is your education. Yeah. Then you come, you remove this. So are you seeing that everything is aligned very well? This thing is not encroaching here. And this is in that line. Because I want someone to read here and read here. So the way it's placed, it's interesting to read. So here someone can put the relevant coursework that they wanted. Where is relevant coursework? Relevant coursework. Relevant coursework. Some people put here research activities. Yeah, there's kind of research you had. And this has to be in bold. Because you want someone to read it. So you want to be in capital letters. Because you have created a section and you want someone to focus on it and read it. So that's that. So the reason why I'm putting these tables, in case you want any further editing, you can really. So here, coursework. Then you can say, you can bullet them so that it can be easily read. Yeah, put bullets. Then what else do we need? We need the computer literacy. Computer literacy. So computer literacy, you can say good command in Microsoft Office. Then you can put Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So most of you put Outlook, but if you don't know Outlook, please don't put it. Then if proficient in communication tools such as Zoom. Which other communication tools do we have? Zoom, we have Google Meet. Yeah. Now you can say, if at all you have the ones that industrial specific for journalism, I don't know if someone can give me an example. You can say skilled in, maybe if I can form something, use the database management, using platforms such as, maybe you may be having something called the Newsy, I don't know, News Core, yeah, something like that, eh? Those platforms, eh? Then you say internet usage. Also, it's a good competence when it comes to computer. Yeah. So you have done that. You come underline. Because only thing to be in a straight line. Your headings. From that, you can go to competences. Okay, I can put this there. Competences and skills. Competencies. Then I come here. I look for these competences. Did he put any? They are here. I put there. I put them here. So you can put further competences as you grow in career and avoid using these signs, eh? These symbols. Yeah. These are just suggestions from my computer. Then from there, you can put personal attributes. Oh, sorry. Personal attributes. Now, this person in the CV don't have personal attributes here. Yes, actually, this is what I wanted. Computer literacy. Yeah, yes, put it here. Computer literacy. So we can replace with this, but also these ones are fine. You can add more here. So Microsoft, I already put proficient in word processing, advanced media skills in Pro, experienced in data, utilizing that. Command, yeah. Let's leave that, yeah. Then here we go to person attributes. Now this person in their CV, they didn't provide personal attributes. So let me borrow from this CV and just put there because of time. Because of time, we are time bound. So just copy those. So now here, I just click there and I tap. This table will go with all its things. So these are the personal attributes we have borrowed, we can get. So I realized there's some information here. What have I missed? Certifications are trainings, these ones. So these ones should come after. Here. Certification. Add certification. Add certifications. Yeah. You can make them as that. Yeah. or you can put it in this table form, but also this one is fine. So from that, personal traits are there. You go to hobbies.
Mr. Luttamaguzi, try to summarize and also control your background. I think there's some added from voice at the back. Try to control it.
Yes, I will control the background. So now basically, the hobbies. Kama bange ngira kabiti ono katono then coordinating but then suggest in 5 minutes jakuwa kabaliriza. So now after that you go to the hobbies, and I don't know if I told the student provided hobbies. Yes, they are here. Hobbies are there, but most cases traveling, complete adventure. Listen to music. Then after that, language proficiency. Language proficiency. Language proficiency. Then on language proficiency, you draw a table. Most cases, this is enough. You write language here. Spoken. Written. As I advised in the Monday session, I said you put only languages, at least the list score should be fair. So this one didn't put languages, but I can provide English. Then it's also Luganda, spoken, fluent, spoken here, fluent. I can add maybe Usoga, Usoga. Then I can add like Swahili. Here you can be fair. Don't put poor. If a language you are poor, you leave it out. Yeah, can be not be fluent but good. But here you are good. You are good. Maybe you are fair. Written. So basically, the last part of it is going to be on the referees. Go to referees. So when it comes to the referees, you should look at your experience, because referees should be people coming from experience. What is your experience? When you look at this one, is at Church of Uganda Family TV, and also at Makerere University, PR. And in most cases, we want at least 3 referees. So you can provide a table with your 3 referees. Yeah. Most cases, I do it like this. Then I have this joint. Sorry. You have this joint. Now, remember, I have my tables. I want to align with the tables here. Yes. Then here I merge it. Then I have my referees. I can start with, let me say, Professor Abdul Noor. Then I have to put the position in relation to the first job. Now, if this is the first job and you're at office PR PR office here. Let this one be maybe at the PR office, maybe if in the PR office, what does this person do in the PR office? How does he supervise you? Then we can say public PR, public relationships coordinator. Coordinator. Yeah. Then we put the contact. Then you put the email. At gmail.com. Yeah. Then you come and put it as bold. The others, even if you leave them like that. So you come to the second job at Family House. Since you are a news anchor, maybe the production supervisor or manager can be. I'll say Mr. Chimene, Fred, production manager. So you're looking at your job positions and the people you're putting on referees. These are the technical supervisors because they're the ones that will be called to talk about what you have had. Then you can look for a third person. Because most cases they want at least 3 referees. So here you can add more either from here, add another person, maybe Miss Akulu, Agnes. So if at all you have add the production manager, maybe this is the head of news because you said you're a news anchor, head of news department. Put the contact. So those are your referees. So I remove, sorry. I remove the borders. Now here, you realize that it is going to the 4th page, but I want it to be 3 pages. So I just come and adjust here among what I've written. Yeah. Which one? I put here space. Yes. I just come and adjust. Already I'm having these tables. So even if I'm adjusting, these other things are not affected. That's why I'll tell you should use these imaginary tables. So now here, it is done. It has aligned very well. Let me just remove this so that we have 1 page. It has aligned very well. So that is our CV. I save it. Let me turn it to PDF and you see how neat it looks like. Open file. Open file. Now, this is how our CV is going to look like. Are you seeing how our CV is looking, right? The tables have gone, but do you see how organized it is? You see how organized it is? You see how organized it is? Look at the education background, how it aligned, what is in bold. You see how organized it is? Yes. So now, compare this kind of CV, yes, and compare this CV that was sent by this student. Let me also change this one to PDF, then you compare. Look at the way it looks like. Here you are writing lecture notes. It's not impressive. Are you seeing? But look at this CV, whereby someone is going to receive a neat CV, easy to read, interesting to continue reading. And if you have so many CVs, you can just only read this media journalist. If at all it is for the job is for journalist or news anchor, someone can just read here. If they want to read more, they don't have time, they read only this, the position and that. Then They'll go here, read this. Then they come here. They read this only. They come here. Maybe if they're interested in relevant coursework, they may not be interested. They read the certificates. The mutually trustee, they can read this. Then read competences. Personal abuse, they may not read. Then they just go to the referees. Then they submit that CV. Within just 1 minute or 2 minutes, other than having this CV that is hard to follow. This CV, it's very hard to follow. It's not tableted. And by the mere look at how it is looking like, non-tableted, someone who's tired may get less interested in reading it. So thank you very much. Back to the moderator.
Okay, Mr. Luttamaguzi, I think we're learning something new today to all of us, the participants. The issue here at the moment is that we have a lot to unpack and time is limited. I want to give the opportunity to Ms. Namara to take us through a segment. And since it's a one-pager, like how she described it yesterday, she will not take so much time. I just want people to ask 1 or 2 questions, then we see how we can conclude.
Okay, is it clear, Mr. Ziwa?
Oh yes, it is.
I hear voices.
Let me mute Mr. Luttamaguzi. Okay, he's muted. You can now talk. Okay.
First of all, I would like to share to participants that a cover letter, which I'm going to discuss, I'm actually going to critique this letter, but these things are, for example, let me use an example of lipstick. We all know lipstick. You know, you can wear lipstick according to the color of your dress. You can wear lipstick according to the occasion where you're going. You can wear what. So as I critique this letter, you should know that sometimes you are trying to put something forward to today, but tomorrow you want to put another thing forward. So somehow it is going to give us a general overview of how you market your CV. The CV which Dr. Luttamaguzi has just done needs what we call an introduction. So the CV doesn't just move alone. Yesterday we discussed that if you are sharing your CV to anyone, put a cover letter. So now this is a cover letter. This is a sample of a cover letter. And yeah, I'm going to use the word cover letter, but you know that a cover letter can mean an application letter, an introduction letter, a note, a networking note, or something like that. Now, something which is going to be a little bit different, starting with the address. As you can see, the yellow part here. Somebody had put their address. So some people still use their own address on top and put it on the left-hand side. But I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't take this. I would remove this. Delete. And then if you see this yellow box, it should be the date. And then here, it should be the name of the addressee. Okay, like here, the date. Sure, I felt well. Hope you see the date. That is the date. But you don't put it in that color. You leave it like text here. So then these yellow things should have the address. But remember, I have removed what was on top here. So you leave this date, then you put human resource, then the company, and then Kampala, Uganda. Now, I eliminate PO box because these days PO box is not used. I have not, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but I wouldn't in these days use any PO box anywhere. But like I've said, sometimes depending on what you are trying to do or depending on the trainer that you have attended, if they guide in a way, then you go by that. But on my side, I wouldn't use any PO box because post office techakola. Okay, now, dear hiring manager, this hiring manager, this is not supposed to be there. This is not. This is a salutation that is used by the English people, I think, where we read in internet and what, because here I will have put the person who advertised, supposing I'm writing to the advertiser. Let me put it there, maybe also. But I don't want to show what my friend here had written. Okay, the recruitment team. Now this, who will receive this? This is not right. But if you are applying, you have to observe who was the advertiser. You know, most jobs will be signed down there, like government. You'll find there chief chief accounting officer. Then some government, you'll find permanent secretary. Then some jobs, you'll find there CEO. So if you are sure of who you are writing to, you put here, where this person had put recruitment team. So recruitment team wouldn't be the right thing. It wouldn't be the right thing. I would wonder who, recruitment team. But if you find that you are responding to an advert and down there it was saying it was signed off by the recruitment team, then inside in their organization, they will be aware. And then if you know the name, sometimes you can put here the name and then the company and then the Kampala, Uganda. Okay, so now I would remove this, dear hiring manager, because now what are you trying to say with the dear? I wouldn't put it there. I am using I wouldn't because I am trying, I come from the world of marketing and positioning yourself and being so direct to the point. So I'm not doing anything else. So where you find that you put there dear and they took you are called, don't say, but that lady said there is no dear. That doesn't matter. There are some things that we include here which don't give you marks. For example, if you eliminate the box number, there's nobody who's, and you, because you were told to email, there's nowhere you're meeting, for example, the box number. So whether you put it there or whether you don't put it, but make sure your content will be the right one. So there are some things, there are some entries that don't make any sense, some entries which are redundant. Then here, this re is not there. I wouldn't put it there. Re used to mean that you are responding to something back one day. A long time ago, we used to write, then somebody will say re. When you say re, you know it has an earlier, you are responding to something earlier. So I would, in these times, I wouldn't put that. And then I would bold this. I would make it bold. I would make it that one bold. Bold? No. Uppercase. For emphasis, I would make that one uppercase for emphasis. Then I would come here and say, I'm writing to apply for the biomedical engineering graduate trainee position at Medicine Healthcare Uganda Limited. That's very good. Okay. It is halfway good. It is halfway good. So I would do this. Then if I do this, and I say I'm writing to apply for the biomedical engineering graduate trainee position at this. The remaining part, most of us stop at this, but the remaining part, if you are a very detailed, a person who wants to be detailed, detailed oriented, or smart, want to be smart. Here you do add whether you read it from the New Vision or from which website, or you were introduced, you got to know it about from someone. So maybe I would say I'm writing to apply for the biomedical engineering graduate trainee position at that healthcare as advertised. I would add as advertised, blah blah blah. Then you tell us where you did what, where you read it. These days, I know some people don't do research reports, but like when you're referencing, you need to be clear. So you can put as advertised, then you can include the website where you read it, or internet, sometimes also LinkedIn page, LinkedIn page or something like that. So if you continue and give this information, because if you continue and give that information, the person who's reading your cover letter will see, for example, will see advertised in the New Vision. And then they will check the New Vision. Why? I might be working with Mr. Ziwa. I'm in HR, but he's in the department which is recruiting. And because I'm in HR, I ran the advert. I sent the advert there and it was run immediately. But probably Mr. Ziwa is not yet in the know. So the moment somebody opens and reads advertised in that, you will have shared some more information which might have been missed. So it is that this part of the sentence would make you good if you put it there. But if you don't know it and you want to stop at that, I wouldn't say it is so bad, but somehow you never know. Then the second paragraph. Now remember, this is the first paragraph which we discussed yesterday. Here you will have elaborated why you are applying. I hope we are together, because if I put there track changes, I don't know where I will end. But this, I don't know if I will not be taking a lot of time. But this first paragraph is emphasizing the reason the person is applying. The reason is applying for the position because they read the advert, or because they read the advert from the internet. Or maybe they were introduced to that position. Somebody told him that the position exists. That adds some meat. Now, the second is, this person is saying, as a biomedical graduate from Chambogo University with hands-on experience, okay, I can already tell that this one was somehow generated. This person is not speaking from the human point of view. It has triggered or prompted, has prompted some app, some AI. AI has a problem. It makes these generic structures. Now I can improve this. I can say, for example, if we assume that this person is a graduate, I can say, I have graduated from Makerere University. Then you put when you graduated, and then after you say from my course, which I've recently graduated from, I possess experience. I possess experience maintaining critical medical equipment. I have acquired UK accredited, like that. Now, when you talk like that, you are doing a conversation communication. So many people who are very intelligent, by the way, I'm not sure how much time I have. So, Mr. Ziwa, you need to tell me. Because these things, I don't want to mislead people.
Actually, we are past time. I don't know. I don't know how we are going to maneuver around this. And yeah, so
So
try
you
to
see,
minimize, try to summarize in the next 5 to 10 minutes as much as you can.
Okay, I'm not sure what I can summarize in 10 minutes for sure. But anyway, this let me highlight this paragraph. It already shows me it is genetically engineered. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not highlighted. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Mary, can't hear you.
Okay. I was trying to highlight that sentence. It is saying, as a biological medical Chambogo has hands-on experience maintaining critical medical equipment and UK accredited certification. So of course, now if somebody says he's a graduate and has hands-on experience, it is more near to a lie. Near, don't say I'm saying it's a lie, but it's near to a lie. Now, how would I qualify it? I would say, as a biomedical engineering graduate from Chambogo, through internship here and here and here and there, I have acquired hands-on experience in maintaining critical medical equipment. I hope anyway, if I don't go beyond here, you can understand what have I done. One, I have discovered that it is not a human speaking. Two, there was no evidence of the qualification of hands-on experience because the cover letter should give human, passionate, compassionate alignment to the job. Tell us how you came about becoming hands-on experienced in that one sentence. Then you didn't need to bring UK accredited unless it was within the course. And if it was in the course, I would qualify it by saying, within the course, I have taken these and these courses and even passed them by maybe 90%, which has made me a UK accredited certification, something like that. And then you say, I'm eager to bring technical skills to the company. This would come to a close. I would take it down to closing. Before you are eager, what makes you eager? So these are lies of AI. Sorry, but that's it. Now, yeah, I want to put like a disclaimer that people, when you are applying and you use AI and you find somebody already loves it or they cannot detect it, or for one reason or another, they have got something in your CV which is already okay. For example, if they have already admired something, or they saw your school where you were educated and they like it, they might call you for an interview. So not everything that I'm critiquing here is the worst, but I'm giving you how you could have marketed it, used your cover letter to market yourself better. And we started with this. We started by qualifying why you applied, because you saw the advert or on the internet or somebody introduced you there. Then number two, you should have created this paragraph to qualify the number one reason you are applying. It is because you qualify for the qualifications they asked for, of which some include that you have some experience. But I'm wondering how a graduate trainee claims to have hands-on experience. Maybe it was mentioned in the job description. And if it was not mentioned, then this becomes somehow a lie. Then you need to qualify this accredited. How does it come about? And those are small sentences. Then, so this would be your second paragraph. Then the third, you are alluding, during my four-month internship at Lubaga, I conducted preventive maintenance and emergency repairs on over 50 critical biomedical devices, including that oxygen concentrators, while working closely with clinical staff to ensure equipment met strict safety standards. Okay. During your 4th month internship. Now, 4th month, from when to when? I think, for example, like 4th month, somebody cannot see whether it is recent or it was for a long time ago. So I would think, I would state, and by the way, now this would be in your CV. You saw where Dr. Luttamaguzi was putting dates. So if you had an internship of 4 months at Lubaga Hospital, it would be in the part there where he was showing employer, then internship maybe, and the dates. So you can, here, I would say, as you can see under my section, by the time I type, Mr. Zua will want his time back. As you can see, or as you can observe, in my attached CV, in the CV attached, in the CV attached, work experience section, part A. While I was a biomedical intern, I worked on this and this and this, and my supervisor passed me with 85% of internship. Is it called the coursework? Mr. Zua, is internship called coursework?
No, internship is just internship.
Internship report. Yeah?
Yes.
Something like that.
Report.
Okay.
Yes.
So this what they monitor, oxygen concentrator, papa. Remember, human resources know nothing, by the way. Human resource people don't read these details. But if you say, as you observe in my CV, work experience attached part A, you will go to that part, page 1. I have spent 4 months at Lubaga as an intern, and my internship report was rated 85% among the top. Therefore, this means I have the capacity, the competence, the skills, technically and otherwise, to become a very excellent biomedical engineering graduate. I'm not able to write all this because I'm speaking on pressure of 5 minutes. Maybe now, yeah. You get it? Anyway, so I'm trying to qualify your second paragraph and your third, and then after that, you can go to the conclusion. Because now this one has been taken over by all that little thing which I've said. Why? Why have I eliminated this gentleman's work? Because it is too generic. Everybody knows if you are a paramedical, you'll be working with those devices. So you don't have to create a very long list. Instead of creating that long list, you speak about yourself, because all biomedical graduates will be talking about monitor, will be talking about the concentrators, the what. But now you need to stand out. If you are 5, you want to come on top. If you want to come on top, you say, my report was marked very well, very excellently. And in fact, I was recommended even for further 2 months of pay, something like that. But of course, the reason we don't write these things is because you are not them. Abana be Uganda temuli excellent. So you will find that you have nothing to market. So when you go to AI, it will just give you a list of their thinking. Okay, tomorrow we are going to learn AI, yeah? Okay, so I go to the next paragraph. So I would delete this. I would actually, let me just highlight it so that you know that I would delete it and maintain this short one of mine. Then I go to what was his second last or what? Okay. Beyond my technical training, I've developed strong coordination and communication skills through my roles as a class coordinator for a cohort of 30 engineer, vice president, where I managed processes affecting large groups with the attention to detail in integrity. These experiences have prepared me to work effectively with both clinical teams and engineering colleagues in a fast-paced environment. Told some water, it brings you to your personal experiences. Then, beyond my technical training, this English, by the time somebody reads to come here where you were a class coordinator, here the key word is class coordinator. So I would bring this and put it here and say, I acted a class coordinator. Wow. Huh? So what? Why? So what? So many people would fail to qualify that. I acted a class coordinator, and this made me a more of a team leader, a listening leader, a very good coordinator of issues, communicator. Therefore, in my work as a biomedical engineering trainee, I would exercise customer service, teamwork, and also go an extra mile to make sure that my work is adding value to the organization. That's how I would create it. I wouldn't allow now electoral commission, no, Chubisa, no, such things. And maybe I would take this integrity, I'll take this word integrity and put it there, such that if my cover letter, somebody reads it, they will not forget me. They will not forget that I mentioned the class coordinator. They would not forget that I mentioned 85% of my internship report marks. They would not forget that integrity is there. They would also not forget that I was actually reading the website somewhere, something like that. And then they also won't forget, which one? They won't leave without reading my CV because I put it there. I said, as you observe, you go to my CV and read that section and just confirm that for me, I'm the best candidate. And you're done. Then here last I would welcome the opportunity upon, don't welcome. You are not the one welcoming. They're the ones to welcome you. To welcome you because you are the best. So don't say I would welcome. You know, AI would triggering. When you trigger it, it gives you the common what people are doing commonly. It makes us lose humanity. It makes us lose the real things culturally. And then you forget that these cover letters are read by our uncles, our fathers, our elders, the professors. They don't know these things I would welcome. No. So you can go straight forward and say, with all the factors stated above that make me with all the factors as stated above, I confirm, or I have no doubt. I like using I have no doubt, but sometimes I also feel that sometimes it doesn't come out well. So if I have stated above all the factors that make me a good candidate for this position, then I would say I am ready and looking forward to being invited to an interview to discuss more of my qualifications that suit into the post. And then you mention the post. Remember, you have to mention your post, which you are applying for, like 3 or 4 times in the sentence. So this is the first mention here. So you should have the second mention in the second paragraph, then the second mention in the third, and then in the last, you also emphasize that you are actually looking forward to be interviewed as a biomedical engineering graduate trainee. And then you close. The closing seems to be fair enough. But this thank you for consideration should have its own, should come down. Yeah. And then you say you are sincerely, not faithful, I think. And then you put your full names, email address. Now, here, what you are going to see is that the other address, which we deleted from up here, will come down there at your name. You put your name. Okay, let me put mine. You put your name, and of course, this has to be 1 page. So which paragraph should I eliminate? Remember here, I didn't say beyond my technical. I just said I acted, which goes straight forward. So this sentence started with I acted. This one started with as you can observe in my CV attached, this one here. So I can take off this. I can take off this paragraph. Sorry. Can take off that paragraph such that when I come here and say yours sincerely, then you write your full names, for example, your full names as they appear on your CV, and then you put your email and then telephone number. And then you will do it. You will bring them, you will do the alignment like you saw how Dr. Luttamaguzi was doing. Alignment is very, very important. It keeps your work neat, easy to read, and very interesting. It shows that you have put in effort. Yeah, so you do like that. And then here you can put your signature if you have. If that is it a digital signature? Some space here. Yeah, anyway, but Mr. Ziwa, is that satisfactory, given that you don't have time?
I think you've given the participants some little bit of clue on how to improve, especially some of us that have been using AI.
Well, but I'll be in the attendance for tomorrow for AI.
Yeah, it's a learning process, and this is the situation we are at the moment, and we can't run away from it. It is here to assist. That's why that's why we thought it fit for the young people to ethically know how to use AI. Because there are quite a number of different tools that they can use to write very good cover letters, tools that can help them improve their CVs, but definitely they need the human touch. Like some of us had some computer literacy. This is what they call garbage in, garbage out. That's a problem with prompt.
Garbage out. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if someone poorly prompts an AI tool, definitely will give them garbage. I'm sorry for the big word. So that's where the confusion is. So to give them, colleagues are saying that I should share the CV template. I did share it. I don't know. Maybe members should look into the chat. So at this moment, thank you, Naomi and Abdul, for this wonderful presentation. At the moment, we close up this, but I again want to run an announcement. We have a session tomorrow, and I have shared the link for tomorrow, but I'm going to try again and look for it, then reshare it, so that members can okay, it's here. Members may not miss, because tomorrow's to be the most exciting thing. Because I know many of us use these tools to write our CVs, our application letters, so you shouldn't miss. So please don't miss for tomorrow. I want to call either Dr. Flores Nakamanya or Professor Miyodi to give the closing remarks, and possibly to give the experience with job searches, because what I've learned as an individual, I'm not far away from your age bracket, so I understand the frustration, the depression that comes along with these kind of things. You're trying to look for a job, you're not finding, and you ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing the right thing? Someone talked about canvassing, whereby you have the right thing and you're not getting the job. So I don't know whether Professor Muyodi is able to speak, or Dr. Florence Nakanyamanya be able to speak, so that they share their personal experience with job searches, more of like motivation, so that after the session, you don't lose the hope that things that eventually work out. Professor, over to you. I'm seeing Professor is on. Professor, over to you. Could give your personal experience with this kind of things, so that our participants understand.
Yes, thank you so much, Charles, for running this today's sessions. I want to start first of all by thanking everyone, our participants, who have been able to join us. I want to thank the facilitators, who have done a very good job. They have simplified things. And I want to request those who have an opportunity to send thumbs up and clap. Please, can you flood the screen if you can? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It has been very good. You know, learning is continuous. I've also been learning a lot. I thought I knew, but learning is continuous. There's always something new which comes up. As the facilitators have said, some of us who have been at it for decades, we still have those old things. And now with this kind of trainings, we are changing, we are learning, we are improving on whatever we have. So I really need to appreciate. Thank you so much, our facilitators. You know, tomorrow is very interesting. I've been seeing comments in the chat that people have been writing cover letters, CVs, and so on, and I've been receiving very bad comments, including regrets from those that have been writing to you. This is because most likely have been using this AI and respond in a very bad way, and S command and so on. You know, AI, you just copy and paste because you don't have the skills, the techniques yet. So tomorrow is quite very important that you all attend. Whoever has the time, please sacrifice and attend tomorrow's session. It's going to be very, very important in your career. I want to take this opportunity, first of all, so to thank the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs, Makerere University, who is at the top or at the head of facilitating this training which we are having, the 1 week training, which has been going on and is running on up to next week, Monday, when it shall be concluding. She is very, very much interested in making sure that our outputs, our students, our alumni are put in a situation whereby they can compete with those others worldwide. That's why it is very important that we have these trainings so that you are equipped with the skills and the techniques of putting up your CVs, writing your cover letters, writing your applications, making use of AI, writing reports, and so on. That is very, very, very good. We are aiming at that. I want to thank, I will invite Dr. Florence Nakamanya if she's on after my remarks so that she closes, just to close. Otherwise, I want to thank Dr. Godfrey Mayende, who is in the control room. She's the one controlling us, all of us, with the ICTs and so on. He has done very wonderful work. You can see how easy things are moving. No breaks, no what, everything is very smooth. Thank you so much, Dr. Mayende. And then we have our other facilitators. We have the peer mentors who are also attending from the Writing Center, Makerere University Writing Center. For those, some of you may not know, since it is still a new establishment within the university, the office is allocated within the university main library, ground floor, new wing. If you just enter in there, and maybe at the reception, you can ask for the location, the office of the Writing Center is on the ground floor, or you can just walk a bit inside. You will see the side post, Makerere University Writing Center. Pass by, you can pick a suite, you can ask a question. I know Mr. Charles is always there. You can even have some water and ask some questions here and there. You'll be so much welcome. We thank you so much. And I think with this, I want to invite Dr. Florence Nakamanya. Before I do that, actually, I have to recognize also our colleagues from the Makerere Press, which is collaborating with us in this activity. We work together about writing and so on. So I'll request Dr. Godfrey Mayende to give Dr. Florence Nakamanya the rights so that she can now close this session. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Florence Nakamanya speaking. I'm the coordinator of the Makerere University Writing Center. And I simply want to say thank you, team. Thank you, friends, for being part of this great opportunity to learn. We very much appreciate our facilitators, Ms. Namara and Abdul. Thank you so much. We appreciate, and I believe our clients or our participants are now well equipped with matters regarding CV writing, cover letter, and obviously how to strategically look for these jobs. It has been an exciting event, and I salute all of you, the team behind the organization, Charles Writing Center, Mac Press, all the professors online, and everyone. With that, allow me to say, come back tomorrow for AI. Thank you, team. Thank you, participants. Over to you, Ziwa, and thank you.
I think we can now officially close. I wanted one of Professor or Dr. Nakamanya to give the experience job searches, but I didn't hear anything. I think you should share an experience with our participants so that they calm down. They think it is just a smooth road.
I didn't say that because we were time barred, 30 minutes late, and I thought I could maybe say that in 2 minutes tomorrow.
No, I think you should say it today, since tomorrow is AI and their minds will be.
Oh my God. Okay.
About AI.
Job search. I would simply say job searching is real. All of us do search for these jobs. I started searching for these jobs right from undergrad. And obviously, I can say it's not a joking subject. You have to invest a lot of time, thrive on the professional networks that you have. Don't allow your teachers to rest. These teachers sometimes know where the right button to click. But oftentimes we overlook that. So personally, from undergrad, I think I've looked for all these jobs at different phases of life, looking at all the different sources that Miss Namara and the colleague shared. But what I can say, you must be ready. You must have a mentor to support you, and you cannot get these jobs just out of nowhere. You have to prepare, go for the competition, have your paperwork right, and then you see what happens at the interview time. But without preparations, I believe it cannot work out. And so it's real. Let's not use social media only just for vibing, but it can also be for job searching vibe. And so when they talk about LinkedIn, I think tonight we need to just update these socials such that at the end of the day, we are in position to network with those people professionally across our different professions, such that we are in position to better be placed. Lastly, what I can say, yes, sometimes there is that disappointment. You feel you are the right participant for the job, but you are not shortlisted. You are not even maybe interviewed, or sometimes you may be interviewed, but you don't get the job. That should just be the starting point for us. We should not lose hope. It's just part of the process. One day, trust me, it will be your job if you do all what has been said correctly. So I think, Charles, for now, that's what I could share. And so we just need to prepare our CVs, position ourselves, scheme rightly, and then we go for the competition.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I don't know whether Prof has anything to add on that, but if he has nothing to add on, I think we should close and continue this conversation tomorrow. Guys, have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, practice, rate. Bye.
Bye.